Hi, I'm Austin Moss with Sweetwater Sound. We're here to take a look at the Tiptop Audio HATS808 module for the Eurorack format. It's a fantastic recreation of the hi-hat circuit, open and closed hi-hat circuit from the Roland TR-808. You'll find that there's a little bit of difference in there, and we're going to look at some of the similarities and some of the things that the folks at Tiptop did to make this one really unique. First of all, the outputs on the Tiptop module are really pretty hot. One of my favorite things to do with my 808 is patch out the outputs from the 808 and drive it into pedals or reverbs or something like that for timbral distortion and all kinds of sound shaping possibilities, and you've got a lot more gain out of this module than this thing ever would have. You've also got dedicated accent for both the closed and open hats. On the 808, you really only had one accent for the entire system. So if you wanted your hats to swing or shift a little bit, you'd hope that you didn't have a snare or a kick drum landing on the same note. Here, if you've got a sequencer that can send out triggers, you can have your hi-hats accented and doing all kinds of things with the rest of the drums completely untouched. It lends a lot of creative options that the original just didn't have. One of my favorite things that the folks at Tiptop did was put this Q circuit in here. It gives you more control of the filters and the oscillators in the circuit than you ever had in the 808. You could hear that timbre shifting as the pattern was playing in the intro. It gives you an awful lot of control over the sound. It's really a lot of fun. You've got a bandpass output, so you can hear just what all of those multiple oscillators are doing on their own. In fact, we'll just take a listen to that right here, and you can change the timbre of that and use that as another percussive element in a program if you're inclined to do that. I don't have an envelope or any of that patched in, but you can hear what it's doing, and it's pretty interesting. Having adapted it to the modular format, Tiptop also added another really cool feature. They call it their Tiptop Audio Mix Bus. Kind of repurposed the Dope A100 CV and gate bus. You can see here that the output from the hat closed and the hat open aren't patched in at all. And what's happening is the audio is going through the bus into the Mix Z module from Tiptop. And it's really handy. You can start programming right away without patching the audio in, or if you're at the end of a patch and you find yourself short a couple of patch cables, you can pull a couple out and just use the mix bus. Now in the original 808, you had the choke feature where if the closed hat would hit, it would clamp down on the open hat just like an acoustic instrument would. The same thing applies here in the HATS808 module from Tiptop. But if for some reason you wanted to keep the hat open all the time and you wanted to have them operate completely independently, you can do that. There's a little jumper right underneath. You just yank that out. So that's the Tiptop Audio HATS808 Eurorack module. It sounds fantastic. It's a lot of fun and lends a lot of possibilities that the original never had. If you have any questions or you want to get one in your rack, give your Sweetwater sales engineer a call today.